All right, got another gas puzzle. Genuinely approachable Sudoku. Um, this one's called Rossini by Clover. So the rules in this puzzle are normal Sudoku rules, so 1 through 9 in every row, column, and box. And then we got this arrow rule. So an arrow next to a row or column shows the direction that the 3 nearest digits in that row or column increase or decrease. So that means that, oh, well, this is actually a very interesting one right here. So this means that they're increasing, right? So the lowest one, all right, so it says, for instance, all the arrows to the left of R1. So it's talking about, it's referencing this arrow. So row 1, column 1 has to be less than row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3. So this arrow is pointing in this direction, so the smallest number goes first. So this arrow, for instance, is pointing in the opposite direction. So this has the highest number first, then lower to lower. And it's just the first 3 digits, I guess. But this is interesting because 3 is here. So there's only 2 numbers that are smaller than 3, and this has to be the biggest of the first 3 numbers. So these are 1 and 2. Let me finish with the directions here because there is this all caps thing. All possible arrows are given. So if no arrow is given, the 3 digits must neither all increase nor all decrease. Have I made myself clear? So very enthusiastic. That must come into play at some point in the puzzle. So for example, right here, these numbers can't be in order. This can't go lowest, middle, highest, or highest, middle, lowest. So basically, I guess the middle number can't be in the middle, is what that means when you don't have an arrow. So yeah, that must come into play somewhere. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. This must be 4, 5, 6, and that makes this not quite 7, 8. Ooh, it can't be 7, 8, 9 because there's no arrow. So we actually have this whole first box because we have 1, 2, 3, which are 3 of the 5 numbers that could be less than 6, right? So the only numbers less than 6 that are left are 4 and 5. They must go here. And then since there's no arrow here, this can't be 7, 8, 9. 7 and 8 are the only numbers left, so this has to be 7. This has to be 8. And it feels like that's a pretty massive start just at the beginning of this one. So let's see what we got now. All right, so I'm seeing 5s. So we got a 5 in one of these 2 spots. I'm seeing 9s. We have a 9 in one of these 2 spots. And this can't be a 5. Okay, because we have an arrow here. So this could be a 5, but this one can't be because then we need a number between 5 and 6. So this is actually a 5 right here. Interesting. Because this, like the maximum that this number could be would be a 4, because then this would be a 5, this would be a 6, and this can't be a 5. So, all right. So we placed another 5. Seems like there's probably a lot of 5s in the puzzle already. So we got a 5 here, 5 here. One of these has to be a 5. We got 9s. Only 3 numbers left in this column. Okay. Any other interesting numbers? Ooh, okay. 6 is pretty high. So these numbers have to go up from this 6. So this has to be 7. This has to be 7 or 8. This has to be 8 or 9. 7 or 8, 8 or 9. I don't think there's anything settling that, but those are the only things that these can be. Maybe this is interesting. It's kind of like the first number from each like set. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like we have like a low third, middle third, high third, and all the low numbers are here. That may or may not be interesting. It might be reaching there. Okay, so this here, so this is the highest number. So this can be 1, 2, or 3. This can be 2, 3, or 4. Alright, so this couldn't be a 1 because there's a 1 there. So this is a 2 or a 3, and now this is a 3 or a 4 because the lowest this can be is a 2, and this has to be higher than that, which places a 3 here. We're making progress. 3, 2. Awesome. So, alright, so this has to go up. And there's a 5 in this box. There's a 3 here. So this is actually pretty limited. This could be a 1, 2, Oh, just a 1 or 2, because I was going to say 4, but this couldn't be a 4, because then this would have to be a 5, and it can't be. So this can only be a 1 or a 2. This probably has more options, I would think. Can't be a 2, so it could be just a 3 or a 4. Just a 3 or a 4 there. Okay, so that's a pretty limited arrow there. Ooh, okay. So the high number here is a 4. So this can only be... This could only be a 1 or a 2. There's a 2 here, so this is going to be a 1. This has to be a 2 because it's either a 2 or a 3, and there's a 3 here. So arrows are getting filled in pretty quickly here. Nice. Alright, not a lot happening here because this is the lowest number on this arrow, and there's a 1. So, I mean, ton of things that could be. Oh, a 5. A 5 is the highest number here. This can't be a 1 or a 4. It couldn't have been a 4 anyway, but this can't be a 1, so this is either a 2 or a 3, making this either a 3 or a 4. So we haven't figured that out yet, but that's very limited. Cool. Okay, so going down... Yeah, that doesn't help. Oh, the 4 helps. Wait. No. 7. This has to be 79. Yeah. Yeah, the numbers are going up. 7 is the lowest number. This has to be 7, 8, 9. So this has to be an 8. This has to be a 9. Oh, this is the same thing as this box. 147 is doing the exact same thing as the 369 in reverse. So this has to go up from 4, and 3 of the numbers that are higher than 4 are gone. So this is 5, 6. So this is 5, 6, which is going to force this. There's no arrow here, so this can't be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to have to be 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, which is going to fix this as a 4, which is going to fix this as a... Oh, it doesn't fix that, actually. But these things are fixed. This is a 7. This is a 9. Awesome. What are these two numbers? 1 and 2. So this is a 2. This is a... Oh, no, other way around. 1, 2. This is a 2. This could still be a 3 or a 4. This is a 3. Awesome. There must be some Sudoku now. Let me make sure I almost have all the arrows filled out now, though. We're only missing this one and this one, right? And this one isn't completely done, but... Alright, let's see what we got for Sudoku. So ones, there's a 1 here. 1 and 1 of these. And 1 and 1 of these. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we can fill that out. Ones, ones. I think that's it for ones. 2s. Almost done with 2s. There's a 2 here. There's a 2 here, and that's the last 2, right? Yes, sir. Alright, 3s. This has to be a 3. Forced. Oop, I clicked the 2 button. Alright. Nice. So that arrow's done. Now what do we have? This has to be a 3. So this has to be higher than a 3. Not super helpful, but it's something, I guess. Oh, this is a 3. And this is a 3. 3s are done. Feels like this puzzle is going to be done pretty shortly. This is a 4, sorry. Oop, oh man, I made the confetti spray and I was wrong. That's not 3 in the corner. It's not 3 in the spotlight. There's a 4 here. There's a 4 here, which places a 4 here. 4s are done. 5s. 5 here. Oh man, I keep forgetting to switch to the next number with my finger. Okay, so... Oh man, okay, so we still don't know about 5s. I thought we were gonna be done with this after some simple Sudoku. And then 5 here, 5 here. 6s. Oh, this has to be a 6. That's not the right number or the right thing. This has to be a 6. 6 here. Which forces a 6 here, which must must do this box, right? No, it doesn't. It's one of those two. Yeah, we still don't know about sixes. Alright, it's one of these two and one of these two, I think. Alright, sevens. This is a 7, which, okay, now we're placing numbers. Now we're placing numbers. This is a 7. Alright, I think, unfortunately, we have another situation where these have to be labeled. So 7's here, 7's here, 8's. Oh, this is the last number in this box. And it's an 8, which puts an 8 here. Sudoku is pretty much polished off here. Come on, let's put the finishing touches on this. Ugh. Can't quite place it here. It's one of these two. It's an 8. And probably the other ones have to be 9s. We'll get to that in a second, I guess. 8s. Okay, well, these are 1-8 pairs here. Oh, that's gonna the arrow's gonna tell us that, isn't it? Okay, so these have to go up. So 6, 8. Okay, so this is an 8. This we got the 8s and the 1s straightened out up here. Nice. This is a 9. Okay, let's just go to 9s maybe. Did any more 8 things happen? So one of these two has to be an 8. One of these two have to be an 8. Okay. Then we got 9s. So yeah, 8, 9 pair here. That's not straightened out, unfortunately. Is the last thing going to be an arrow thing that's going to help us? Or are the arrows done? I think all the arrows are actually done. Okay, so it must be Sudoku that polishes this off. Yeah, this middle thing is, so these have, one of these has to be a 9. This is a 7, 9 pair. This is an 8, 9 pair. Huh. And there's nothing. Is any of this stuff on arrows? What are these? This must be decided somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5s and 8s. Still don't know. How am I going to figure this out? Oh yeah, the numbers can't go in order. Wait, that must be, it must come down to that. That must be like the final thing. So none of these middle numbers could be in the middle. That's got to be what this is. It doesn't work here because 7 and 9. No, 7 doesn't work here. This can't go 5, 7, 8. This has to be a 9. So this is a 7. Yeah. Yeah, because the middle number can't be in the middle. That's it. That's wild. That's going to be the thing that fixes this whole thing. This is a 9. This is a 6. This is an 8. This is a 9. This is a 5. This is a 7. This is a 6. This is a 5. This is an 8. And there we go. Very cool. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.